To C.S.N. reports random as tangents. And for today, well, me and Nick, well, I finally started Jurassic World, Nick, and I could do a little intro. Let me do a little intro.
Okay, by all means, please.
Okay, so everybody, Nick praised the hell out of the movie. The hell out of the movie, giving us just great and delicious praise. And well, I mean, hey, it can't be all wrong, right? I mean, since Jurassic World did, domestically and worldwide, it really, I want to say it's close up there with the Avengers first. It's close to where Titanic is, of all time, worldwide and domestic, of box office.
Okay.
And Nick, my good old Nick over here,
I enjoyed it. It was a really fun movie to watch. Was it the greatest movie? Okay, maybe not, but it was enjoyable. It was a good experience.
Not the greatest movies to watch, Nick. You did a whole 30 minutes, all 30 minutes of review, and the first half of it was well, let me tell you about the toys, all the merchandise, all the comics. We'll get to the movie, but let's talk about all these things first, then get to the actual movie.
Well, in contrast to the content that they've put out since Jurassic Park 3, this movie is the second coming of Christ, for God's sake. It didn't throw itself on the floor over and over and over again, and then dig its head down, and then bash its head into the ground, bury it, and then stick the shovel into the dirt, and then stab its own head. So
now I've come here.
It's kind of a low bar
to do a review for everybody out there. And it won't be a 45-minute review, because I'm gonna show Nick how you do an actual fucking review, where I'm gonna say I watched the first two movies. I think I've seen the second one probably a little bit more, but I really did enjoy the first one. I thought the first one was really enjoyable. I have no emotion contact with the books or the video games. I think I only play one fucking video game, and that is all. Nick, I did a 11-minute review of the Minions. How the fuck do you get to a half hour of Jurassic World? It's not much plot to go by.
I wasn't reviewing the plot. I was reviewing the experience, damn it. We knew what the plot was going to be. So now.
It's
a three-piece plot. There's a Jurassic World theme park. They created a dinosaur made out of tons of other dangerous dinosaurs. It goes amok and causes shit. The end.
And now, I finally get to say what I think about Nick. I finally get to say what I think about it. And this is what I have to say. It's pretty good. I like it.
That's it?
I mean, there's more stuff to talk about. I mean, we're recording a couple weeks after.
And I haven't heard what his opinion on it is up to this point, for the record.
You know what? Let me tell you, when Nick said to me, I don't know what he called me, because he said, "You better pick up the phone, motherfucker." I'm like, shit, Nick's pissed about something. I don't know what it was. I'm like, oh shit, maybe something happened. Maybe it's something really important and I must know about. Nick, what's going on? You gotta watch Jurassic World.
It was a lot of fun for me.
Did
you see it in 3D, like I said?
No.
See?
It was still good. I don't need fucking 3D.
Yes, you do. You absolutely do. It's the best use of 3D that I've seen in a movie since I've seen 3D movies.
Okay, so Nick already kind of explained the plot. The plot of Jurassic World. And literally, what Nick just said over there, that's the whole plot of the movie. I know I said that so many times, but it's I don't know what else to say. I mean, you have Chris Pratt being awesome with Velociraptors. You have some chick, being this I want to say like a kind of stereotypical like like she's the
She's a stereotypical professional working woman.
You have a family and this is D'Onofrio, the kingpin. He's the typical like military.
I'm here
dude.
to exploit this thing.
Like, and I said to myself like, so wait, you want to bring velociraptors into the battlefield, into a war zone? How the fuck that's gonna work out?
Yeah, I mean, Christian first explained this to me like a year ago, and you remember my tone when you explained all this stuff, and like, I was not happy. And, like, they're doing what now? Like, if you haven't heard my review, go check back. And like, after everything I've seen out of Jurassic Park: The License, you're going to put this shit on me now, and it's going to be canon in the movies too, no less.
And well, that was more. I remember it was supposed to be like it was like Jurassic Park meets Planet of the Apes, if I can recall.
Yeah, Christian was explaining to me the plot concept and everything that was going on. Like, what? Explain.
Oh, I just did like that.
No. I mean, my reaction. I authentically did not want this to happen.
You're like, no. It's been so long, but I remember no was quite a number of no's. And I remember you were very disgusted by this.
Like I said, bury it. Just bury it and let it die.
And they had not gone with that, and here we are. It's pretty much. It's pretty much a word like, you know what, it's
a passable contribution, and like the thing they took such a simple series of ideas, like basic kid stuff, like a kid could come up with this shit.
Yeah.
But they made it all work.
And I gotta say, Chris Pratt, he's one cool motherfucker. The one part when like the velociraptors came by and like came on a motorcycle, I'm like, not gonna lie, I was like, I probably suck his dick. I stuck Star-Lord's dick. I mean, come on, who wouldn't? Like, that's a bit of a turn on. You wouldn't?
Yeah, you see it in the commercial, and you're like,
it was still awesome. And so like,
no, yeah, everybody made memes about it, everything like. They're poking jokes, and then you watch it, and like, okay, you get that little tingly feeling. Like, ooh. That hits my movie button.
But yeah, like, I gotta say, there's enough things to really enjoyable. There was enough stuff. I see, you know what, this is actually pretty good. If there's some negative to speak about, to kids. My God, like, you really need an entire subplot of these two fucking kids, or where like their mother and father are going to some kind of divorce, and blah 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 this and blah 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 that. I'm like, no, we don't. And I'm kind of getting sick of these kids. Can we go back to the awesomeness?
You know what? I gotta give it credit. Like, they didn't need to be there. The subplot was forced, and thank God they didn't spend too much time on it.
Literally, you can like shave off like 20 or 30 minutes of the whole subplot, and I think you would have got like a much better movie.
Yeah, but you know what? It's not the worst. That's the thing, because we've seen kids shoehorned into movies before with even worse results. Like, they have this. They do this in movies just to make it more relatable for kids. And you know what? It's gone worse. It's been worse. Like, so you got to put it on a scale of the most pointless children interfering. For every newt, you have a short round.
Because like, God knows how long. But yeah. I can't help it. And I mean, I think that's just the problem with the movies is the fact like it takes a bit to kind of like get up to, you know, the last like 30 to 60 minutes of the movie where like shit goes down and goes down pretty hard. Mm-hmm. And I definitely loved like that last like 30 to 60 minutes. Like, holy shit, this is actually pretty cool.
Yeah, the movie does actually manage to build on itself too. It actually gets better as the movie progresses. Like, the kids are annoying, granted, especially at first, but even the little shit teenager becomes tolerable once his phone gets trashed, which usually that would like ruin the child for life. He would have to just start over, wipe them out, throw them away. But no, it all becomes better as it progresses, and then it culminates in the most awesome, redeeming fight scene ever. Because, did you see...
that, you know, I'm not gonna lie, that was like the best part, like the whole fight scene. Like, I really want to say, but it's like, that's probably like the best part of the whole movie.
That might be one of the best fight scenes in movie history.
And you know, now what I'm gonna say is this: it's not really a complaint, but I think me and Nick had this whole entire debate of like the fact like Jurassic Park cannot be it just can't work in a real world setting. Nick, they have fucking holograms.
I don't care.
They have holograms, and you know what happened? That it didn't work. It's like that. The entire park system, it's counting on that one screw to tighten everything up. If that one screw gets loosened up,
look, you could create. I'm saying you could create a real island, and if you could, as it turns out, I've gone through the science on it, and like. Actually making dinosaurs the way they do in them is pretty much impossible because DNA doesn't
work that way.
Yeah, it pretty much disintegrates after about 25,000 years. So it's
and even when like and even when they have that kind of like, let's say they have like, okay, let's say Jurassic Park, the first one, you can say that's more of an ideally realistic of what can they have. Even then, that still works on the one system of a screw, okay? And if that screw loosened down, no, the entire park would be nothing but bodies. I might you can say like, well, I mean, no, this and that is like, yeah, you know, this and that did happen, but you know what happened when those this and that happened? Shit happened.
Look, this is all based on drama, and like, you don't have wild things like this always happening at Disney theme parks. Occasionally you have someone falling out of a roller coaster or something, but for the most part, like, they do put safety procedures into effect. Like, this is all fictionalized anyway. Like, honestly, would a Jurassic Park movie where nobody gets eaten by dinosaurs be worth seeing?
Nick.
It's not the idea of the dinosaur theme park that's shoehorned in. It's the running amok. That's what's shoehorned in. This is a possible concept, and goddamn it, you have motherfucking multimillionaires out there that are doing nothing but sitting around on this ridiculous wealth, and like, you've got nothing else to do with this money. Make a dinosaur theme park. For Christ's sakes, you've driven the rest of the world into poverty. At least give us a dinosaur theme park. For Christ's sake.
You say that, but see, you know the difference between zoo animals and dinosaur, Nick? You know what the big difference? The big difference is fact, like, okay, well, you know, the big difference is, like, a giraffe, like, for, you know, it does look cute and cuddly and whatnot. And you know what, you know, it probably think less about you.
Oh, fuck you. You know what? You're going to try to compare dinosaurs to modern day animals. Dinosaurs are animals. They're just a different generation. You know what? We can keep bears, lions, tigers.
Oh my.
We can keep all these damn animals in there. Why can't we handle anything else? Like, for Christ's sake, like, elephants are terrible, murderous creatures when they get cranky. Male elephants are fucking assholes. They can. You know why we don't have any black rhinos? Because the goddamn game preserves where they kept the last black rhinos, the elephants were fucking killing them all.
But see, Nick, you know what the difference is between those and that? They're there in another country where, like, you know what? They have a right to be there. Dinosaurs don't. Like Triceratops, I can see Triceratops be over here. I can, you know, there's some, like, okay, you know what? Somebody I can actually see being here. You can't keep T-Rex, Nick. I'm sorry. You can't.
Yes, you can. Goddammit, yes, you can.
That's like saying we can keep a Godzilla. No, you can't bring us Godzilla. Because you want to know
not...
why? Because aliens will come.
Look, a T-Rex does not shoot fire breath, goddammit. You can keep him. You just feed the motherfucker occasionally. Like, he'll be cool. God damn it.
It won't work.
I want my dinosaur theme park. God damn it.
You know what, Nick? When you have like $1 billion, you can do whatever you want in your own little island.
Why do I need it? There are motherfuckers out there that have hundreds of trillions of dollars. What else are they gonna do? They can't spend it on anything else. They already own the world. Make a fucking dinosaur theme park. Come on. What else are you doing with that money? Sitting on it?
Okay.
You can only light so many cigars with $100 bills before you die of cancer.
Why can't you make like an Iron Man suit for everybody?
Trust me, they're working on it. That would be the military-industrial complex. They're working on it.
But it still can't work, Nick, and they have holograms. they have hamster balls, and it still didn't work.
No, those hamster balls were terrible ideas. Jesus Christ. It needed novelty, but Jesus Christ, that was an awful idea.
You know, and they had a mad scientist, Nick. A mad scientist, and as much I mean, to be kind of fair, he did kind of say like, hey, you wanted this dinosaur. You say you want it cool. We made it fucking cool. I'm like, you know what? He got a point there. I mean,
yeah, it does.
You may give you did give Frankenstein, the body parts, the brain, but you did tell him, to make a cool looking person. You did.
Yeah, I mean they like Dr. Wu defends himself like flawlessly with that. Like, I didn't make dinosaurs here. I didn't make a single damn one of them.
You did.
I made mutants, a bunch of fucking mutants, mutated with fucking frog DNA, and I gave you that. That's exactly what I gave you. We've been doing this from day one. Like, you gonna call me out now for filling the order you placed.
They even have a Godzilla size of Saurus that's like a Crocosaurus. I don't know what the fuck it's called. I'm just gonna call it a Godzilla Crocosaurus.
Yeah, I know that dinosaur. It's like I think it's like they weren't actually using a great white to feed it. It's just like a lot of the scales early on were a little misleading because
even still, it's like
that actually is a dinosaur, and where they have that one part where it eats like the office assistant.
Yeah,
like that's actually about proper scale because you'll notice like it kind of just sort of eats her properly. Like, it's only a little bit bigger than her.
I gotta say, man, they live in a fictional world, because in the real world we can barely get tanks that like can be able to fit like killer whales, and yet they probably fit killer whales, and yet somehow you have a whole tank that have this fucking Godzilla Crocosaurus bullshit.
They didn't make a tank. It was a cove. It was a cove built into the beach.
Stop!
It's an interesting engineering concept, damn it.
Trying to think of the word at this moment.
They had a natural, a man-made cove, a large thing that they isolated off.
But they still have a Crocosaurus, Nick.
It's an actual dinosaur, and later in the movie they scaled it properly. That first bit of it was ridiculous, yes. Like, that is not
the size of a fucking nut whale. It's like a sperm whale. No, double that.
It looks like that at first, yes. Because they're... I don't know why they get like it. No, I remember somebody did a scaling exercise on it, assuming that the shark they fed it was a full-size great white. And then they did the math on it. Like the head of that thing actually, at that proportion, is actually supposed to be like larger than the actual dinosaur was. So, actually, it's closer to a lizard, believe it or not. It's not a dinosaur.
To get back to like, I just remember like another, it kind of negative to it, and is when I was watching Nostalgia Critic, and sometimes he can get. Everybody knows who the Nostalgia Critic is. Everybody and their grandmother knows who the Nostalgia Critic is. At times, he does tend to like really, really kind of. What's the word I'm looking for here? Like, do more over dramatic of like things, and it's like okay,
That's the character.
Yeah, it's like okay, I get it's more like comedic purpose, but but I say, what he kind of hit the hell to the money when it actually introduced like the actual like dinosaur, right? What was it? Dominus Rex? It was called
Indominus Rex, yes.
And they say they build up to it, and it's like you were kind of expecting something, but it's like, oh, it's a dinosaur. It's like, oh, I'm a dinosaur. What's up, yo? And it's like, oh, well.
There's not a lot of surprise there with it.
See, when
I was surprised with how restrained they were with the design.
Yeah, like I gotta say, like, okay, well, okay. I mean, I guess it looked kind of cool. That's about it.
Yeah, originally they were gonna have it be like a part human hybrid, so.
Well, it went from there to there.
And they didn't. They just kept it with like. It's part T-Rex, it's part Raptor, it's
part everything. It's a goddamn mutant. But yeah,
it's nothing. It's cool.
That's what it is.
Does some badass stuff.
Okay. Well, I feel like I say everything I wanted to say. Like, the plot. It's just your basic average plot. I would say like what the original Jurassic Park had compared to like this Jurassic World is that, yeah, you know what, Jurassic Park, it was a cut and dry of a movie, but at the same time though, it did had more things going for it than not. It did have some pretty interesting characters. It had like this interesting concept, and yes, the CGI, like that was like the best looking CGI from that particular time. Mm-hmm. Years pass, and like you watch it. Some kids this generation, they're just gonna be like, okay, dinosaurs, whatever, cool, yo. That's cool, whatever, balling. But and I guess in that kind of way, it's kind of a meta kind of sense, because it's like that's kind of how we are now. Mm-hmm. It's like when we go back to watch Jurassic Park, yeah, whatever, it's cool. But with kind of all that kind of said, like when Steven Spielberg, behind the director, directing that particular movie, it had all of this to make it like that much of a really good movie. This one too, but it's like, it doesn't really have that kind of spark, that kind of magic the first one did.
It doesn't have all of it. I mean, honestly, it was. I'm just happy with how it didn't fail. Like, you got a fun summer blockbuster. That's the important thing. And
yeah,
I told you to watch the frickin' 3D with it, and of course you didn't.
Hey, I watched it for free, and you know what? It's all good enough for me.
But the 3D was really well done with it too. It really.
Okay, that doesn't mean like how much you.
No, they have so many movies out there. They just attach 3D to it so they can pull more cash at the box office.
Yeah, like Minions.
Yeah, it's like completely pointless for it.
Yeah,
it really is.
But my closing thought is this: it's like, yeah, it's a B movie, but it's a fun B movie blockbuster of a thing, and it was really fun. It was really good.
I wouldn't call it a B. I'd give it an A-.
No. When I meant like B movie, I mean like like the type of like the 50s kind of B.
Wow.
That's what I meant. Like it kind of have that in a sort of way.
It's got some elements, yeah.
But but overall, it was still a good film. Let's say by the end of the year, if I still have watched any other good movies besides this one, this is right now is kind of my top, but only because like I don't really have that much of like tops. Like
this movie. When you think about it, this movie is sort of an oasis in the desert.
Yeah, like as of right now, like Avengers, Age of Ultron, and Mad Max is like the two really good ones. I I don't really want to say Minions. I mean, like Minions.
Minions should have been a straight to DVD.
I still enjoy. I mean,
I saw it too. It was pretty enjoyable. It should have been straight to DVD.
And also, you can check that out in this particular channel. My little review. It's only like 11 minutes long. It's not a half hour. So yeah, I will give Jurassic World 3.5 out of 5.
I don't want to give a film a 4 because it's not a bad movie, but it's been so hard to go to the movies in the last few years. Just sit down with some popcorn and have a good time and just enjoy yourself. I mean, it seems like some of the best movies have been like suspense or intrigue. Stuff like Wolf of Wall Street, where you can enjoy the film, but it's not going to excite you anymore.
I don't know. Each time I watch it, it keeps on exciting me in many ways than one.
Not like that way, Chris. Not those ways, Christian. No, but you can't just go to the theater anymore and just enjoy, just have a fun time.
What kind of movie theater?
It seems more effort than anything else, even with the good films.
What kind of movie theaters you're going to?
The ones that show the blockbuster films.
I gotta say, like, man, yeah, I don't know what kind of movies you're going to, man. It sounds like you're going. It sounds like more of a pain in the ass for you. Whenever I go watch through, I'm like, well, hopefully it'll be good. That's what I'm doing.
When you're paying as much as you are to go see a movie with someone, you want a good movie that you can enjoy on that experience. Because for me, it's like it's a rare occasion that I get to go to a movie theater with someone. I don't have that much time, and it's a massive expense and pain in the ass. Tickets, drink, move, popcorn. Because if I'm going to the theater, I'm getting some fucking popcorn. I like popcorn. I like movies. And if I'm going to a goddamn theater, why am I not going to get it? The whole point is an experience, and it delivered the experience.
So yeah, this is our ratings. I can't remember. Did you give out like a rating when you did your review?
Not really officially.
Okay, so this is the official one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is like part 2, Legend Boogaloo for Nick.
Yeah, I'll give it a solid 4.
Okay, and I give it like a 3 out of 5. If you watch it like in a matinee, I think you'll be pretty good. If it's actually it's not even out anymore. So, if you rent this at a Redbox, you'll be perfectly fine.
Oh yeah.
There we go. So yes, remember to click subscribe because you really want to subscribe to us.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You want to click that like button. If you're one of those trolls and a douchebag, click the dislike button. Go right ahead, I guess. I don't know. Click comment. You should share this too.
Yeah, you can comment. Go tell us what you think. We're really interested in your opinions. No, we'll engage you. Go ahead. Come. Go ahead. It's right there. Come on, motherfucker. Say something. Say something to me, motherfucker.
You're a douchebag.
Yo!
This ain't a right now. This is Christian and Nick from C.S.N. Report. Random ass tangents.
Fuck you.
Tangents. Peace out, y'all. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.